Alright, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushua, by Hashem Rakakodash. I'd like to give double honors to the apostle elders of Great Millstone. I'd like to say Shalom to the elect, to teaching His word now, true faith and sincerity. And yet today, I just want to touch on the war in heaven and pretty much to further prove, through the scriptures that this war in heaven is actually talking about Esau, Edom, going against the Lord and the angels, man. Yeah, I mean, so first I'm gonna start off with this in Obadiah, verse 4. It says, "Though thou exalt thyself as the eagle," and we know what's the mascot of Esau, Edom, the eagle, man. So this lets you know this talking about the so-called white man. Even the first verse says concerning Edom. So this is talking about the nation of Edom, which we know today is the so-called modern day white man. So and what is this devil known for? His weaponry. Matter of fact, let's get a couple of scriptures to let you know this devil, because Esau is always synonymous with the sword. Let's get a couple of scriptures. Genesis 27 and 41. It's like in 40. It says, "And by the sword shalt thou live, and shalt serve thy brother. And it shall come to pass when thou shalt have dominion, that thou shalt break his yoke from off thy neck." So, as you can see, the blessing of Esau, Edom, the Edomites, is the sword. It tells you that in Psalms 13 and 17 that deliver my soul from the wicked, which is thy sword. So, they is known as the sword. Let's get one more scripture. This is Revelation 6:4. It said, "And there went out another horse that was red." And now, why is this red? Because this represents the Edomites. The color, this is an indicator who the devil is, man. Because red means caution, take heed, and pretty much Esau, he came out red, actually. He actually came out red. He came out as a so-called white baby. I said red like a hairy garment. He was red, man. So this is an indicator to let you know who this was. It says, "And power was given to him that sat thereon to take peace from the earth, and that they should kill one another. And there was given unto him a great sword." See? And we just read when it was given to him in the back in Genesis with them blessings, man. Because, you can receive it. Isaac, that was Yahweh Shai, man. And he the one that gave Esau that sword, man. You know what I mean? So, let's go back to Obadiah. Let's go back to Obadiah. Obadiah verse 4. It said, "Though thou exalt thyself as the eagle, and though thou set thy nest among the stars, thence will I bring thee down, said the Lord." So now, you gotta pretty much see what this word nest means, man. Because it's not just talking about just having the satellites in the air, because those satellites are actually weapons, man. So I got this word satellite pretty much already lined up in the Merriam-Webster dictionary in this, and as you can see, it's plenty of definitions on the word nest. You know what I mean? So this is the sixth definition. Of the word nest. It said an in place group of weapons. And you go into that word in place, it's set up in a certain position, man. Because it's a lot of pretty much satellites that's hovering over America. It's certain that go around the globe, but it's certain satellites that's pretty much is in place over America. Why? Because they understand that the Lord is going to return. He's coming to America, man. This is that target. This is the target of the Lord, man, as America. You know, so let's get this word. Let's go back to the scripture again. It said, "Thou exalt thyself as the eagle, and thou set thy nest among the stars." These different weapons. Thence will I bring thee down, saith the Lord. See, because you think that you're gonna be able to pretty much just like a they pretty much trying to catch the Lord in a snare. It's like, have you ever heard of a proximity mine in which they pretty much step over, you know, that mine and then they go off, and they know that the Lord is coming straight to America. So what they do, they have these different satellites in place, you know. So when the Lord comes, you know, these different laser beams and all that, and they show you that on Independence Day, you know. The chariot got to a certain point, and then they start letting the laser beams go, man. But it's not gonna work. You know what I mean? This is 2 Ezra 13, and I get to the point, verse 5. It says, "And after this I beheld, and lo, there was gathered together a multitude of men." See, so guess what? They came on one accord. They was already on one accord to go against Yahushua. It says, "And lo, after this I beheld, and lo, there was gathered together a multitude of men out of number from the four winds of heaven to subdue the man that came out of the sea." And we know that sea is talking about the heavens, man. You know, because up there, you know, the heavens is known as the waters too. You know, it's known as the waters as well. But as you can see, they all came on one accord to subdue Yahushua. These different satellites, they are actually weapons, man. You know, he shoot these different laser beams and solar beams to get their energy from the sun. You know, so these devils is pretty much trying to entrap the Lord with these different space force. They ain't got the space force for nothing, man. You know, they ain't got the space force for nothing, man. You know, but the Lord is going to overcome these devils. Matter of fact, let's see. What is that? Revelation 17. Revelation 17 and 14. It said, "These shall make war with the Lamb." See, meaning what these different nations, these other nations that's under this beast system, man, is going to try to come against the Lord. It said, "These shall make war with the Lamb, and the Lamb shall overcome them." See, meaning what he's going to utterly destroy these nations, man. Their military. It says, the scripture says, "Break the teeth of the young lion." So the Lord is going to pretty much crumble their military and tell you that their confidence is going to be rooted out, man. You know, it says, "And the Lamb shall overcome, for he is the Lord of lords and King of kings, and they that are with him are called and chosen and faithful." See, and how are they going to make war with the Lamb? It's not like they're going to be on the ground with some damn M16s, man. No, these different fighter jets and, you know, these different stealth bombers and all. That's the war in heaven, man. And including these different laser beams as well, man. You know, that from these different satellites, and they show you that on cartoons. You know, the different the bad guy, he got a damn pretty much a laser. Oh, actually, if you all watch this movie 007, Died Another Day, that was a matter of fact. Let's see if I can find that, just to further prove, you know, that that this is not far-fetched, man. These devils got that technology. That's why the Lord said, "Thence will I bring thee down." Let's see, space. Let's see, space. What? See, they already got it on point. The Icarus. All right, let's see what that word mean. Yeah, it was the Icarus, and as you can see, that right there that was a certain it was a placed weapon, man. You know, Let's see, I got another better view. Was this is it right here. That's the Icarus, man. These devils got that type of technology. It ain't like they just came with this on the fly, man. They are prepared for the Lord to return. But it said the Lamb is going to prevail. You know what I mean? So let's go back to let's see let's get this in Isaiah 28. Isaiah chapter 28. Cause this is like I said this earlier. You know, my last few videos that this devil is gonna take the biggest L in mankind history, man. Everybody gonna know about the destruction of America. Everybody's gonna know about the downfall of Edom. It's not like this is something that you're gonna be able to gloss over. You know, just like Egypt. This is something that this is gonna trump Egypt, man. So this is Isaiah 28, and I started at 20. It says, "For the bed is shorter than that a man can stretch himself on it." And yeah, this talking about Esau Edom, because even though he's pretty much your bed means you're at rest, or pretty much you're in power, but it said it's shorter than you can stretch yourself on it, meaning that even though you're in power, but you're not at ease, man. You're not comfortable. It says, "And the covering narrower than he that can wrap himself in it." It says, "For the Lord shall rise up as in Mount Perazim, and he shall be as Roth in the valley of Gibeon, that he may do his work, his strange work, and bring it to pass his act, his strange act." And what's that? The pretty much making war, you know, with these chariots, man. He's gonna raise war with these devils with the chariots, man. And let's get that. First Chronicles. Is it 14? Let's see. Okay, yeah, First Chronicles 14, and I started 13. It said, "And the Philistines yet again spread themselves abroad in the valley." And yeah, and guess what? Now today these Edomites is the Philistines, because when you go into it, Philistines were one of the arch enemies. They was always a thorn in our side, man. Just like how Esau is today. And it said they have spread themselves abroad in the valley. It says, "Therefore David inquired again of the Most High. The Most High said unto him, Go not up after them, turn away from them, and come upon them over against the mulberry trees. And it shall be, when thou shalt hear a sound of going of the tops of the mulberry trees, that then thou shalt go up to the battle, for the Most High is gone forth before thee to smite the host of the Philistines." And how the Lord did that? He did it by way of the chariots, man. You know, it says, therefore, it's like I said, David did therefore as the Most High commanded them, and they smote the host of the Philistines from Gibeon even to Gaza. So if it was something, if it was just a regular old battle, you know, that wasn't a strange word. That wasn't a strange act. But the strange word was that the chariots was on his side, man. You know, that the Lord was pretty much involved in the battle, man, by the way of the chariots. You know what I mean? And this is once again going to happen again when the Lord, matter of fact, is that Isaiah 31? Because this is going to be a battle fought in the air, man. This is going to be a battle fought in the air. Like Esau, he's known as the eagle, right? An eagle don't fight you on the ground. An eagle fights you in the air. And that's why this devil is known for pretty much bombing you to hell and back, man. You know, how this nigga Rush Limbaugh said, we got to be at the point we find wars and tamper pretty much with these drones and these airstrikes. You know what I mean? So this is on Isaiah 31:5. It says, "As birds flying, so will the Lord of hosts defend Jerusalem." See? It's because this is going to be an aerial battle, man. It says, defending, also he will deliver it, and passing over, he will preserve it. And yeah, this is talking about on the day of the Lord. So the day of the Lord's going to, hey, he's coming deep with the thousands of the angels, man. You know? And this devil's not going to prevail. Yeah, he got these different, you read Isaiah 31, you jump up a little bit, it said, his horse is made of flesh. This devil got corner power. But he ain't got the spiritual power, man. You know, see, Esau, he's bound by the elements. He's bound by this third dimension and gravity, and yeah, I mean, he can't defy the laws of physics. But those chariots can. And I'm just gonna end it off on this. Like, this is Revelation 12:7. It said, and there was war in heaven. See, and you got to see what heaven this is, because you can't say the spiritual heaven is more than one heaven. Apostle Paul said he was caught up in the third heaven. Yeah, I mean, so what heaven is this talking about? This talking out here, man. You know, in the skies, man. You know, in this realm. And there was war in heaven. Michael and his angels fought against the dragon, and the dragon fought and his angels, and they prevailed not. Neither was there any place found anymore in heaven. And yeah, and it tells you that in Revelation 13 chapter. The only thing that was left was dust and smell of smoke, man. So that's what's gonna happen. These devils, they got these different space weapons, you know, these different fighter jets and stealth bombers and this and that. Guess what? It's not gonna work, man. It's not gonna work. You devils, though you set your nest among stars, the Lord is gonna bring you down. You know, you can do all that, but guess what? The Lord is He's gonna deflate you, devils, man. You know. So yeah, Akim, I hope that will edify. I'm gonna give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bashim Yahushua, Bashim Rakakodash. Double honor to Apostle Elder Great Millstone. Shalom to the elect that teach word, not true, faith, and sincerity. DTA, a Bible ball.